Welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris and I help people find their center. In this video, I'm going to share with you the truth about being a light worker that no one tells you. So for those of you that don't know, what is a light worker? A light worker is similar to a star seed, and they have similar but different missions. Anyway, a light worker is someone who came here to help anchor in the rainbow frequency. It's someone who came here to literally emit light from their soul onto the world. We're going through the Great Awakening right now, which is happening in 2020, and it links up with what Dolores Cannon was talking about and how she talked about when Earth, the atomic bomb went off in the 40s, in the Earth plane, a lot of us in higher dimensions, a lot of us in other planes of existence, star seeds and light workers, heard this call put out, that Earth put out the call of the Great Awakening where she needed some help. So light workers and star seeds, we heard this, we came as volunteers, representatives from our different planets, from our different dimensions, from our different states of consciousness to help out with this stuff that's going on the planet right now. So the Great Awakening is happening on a collective level. It's also happening on an individual level. So light workers do healing work. Light workers are people who came in here to anchor different frequencies, like the Mayans in the Celestine prophecy descended down into the physical and then raised up the planet by raising their own vibration. So light workers are connected to their energetic body. They're connected to the third eye, which is clairvoyance. They have clairaudience. They have telekinesis, telepathy, telepathy, especially for light workers. And the truth about being a light worker that no one tells you is that it's very challenging to be a light worker. You may have, a lot of empathy. You may have heightened states of empathy where you can pick up on the collective emotions of others around you. You can pick up on the imprints of places that you go. Even reading the energy of the collective, you may be picking up on that. You may have signs and symptoms of spiritual awakening, which I'll talk about in a separate video. But it's not easy to be a light worker. It's not easy to be the one that's holding it down all the time. It's not easy to be the one that's positive all the time. And it's not easy. You may be the only one in your family looking up this kind of information. You may be the only one that's into Reiki, meditation, healing arts, star seeds, and indigos, and different new age woo-woo stuff like that. And light workers are linked to 4D consciousness and above. 4D, why I say find your center of consciousness inside of you. That's where your light is. That's where your heart chakra is. And light workers came to wake up first. They came to be with star seeds and were some of the first to awaken on their journey. You may have had a painful past as a light worker. A lot of light workers are also highly empathic, and you may take on the energy of others around you. You may be a water type, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, where you are receptive to the energy of others. You may be a fire sign, which is very intuitive and can read the energies of others. They're kind of different. But the truth about being a light worker that no one talks about, that no one tells you, is that you may feel lonely on this journey. You may feel like I said, you're the only one in your peer group that's awake. You may be the only one in your family that's starting to awaken. You may notice people around you are kind of going along with the matrix. They may be watching a lot of quote-unquote TV and kind of still plugged into the matrix. And you may feel like you're alone on this journey. So you may pick up on a lot of the collective vibration. You may pick up on a lot of other people's baggage. You may feel like you're alone on this journey. You may also, it's easy to go down the rabbit hole of spirituality. It's easy to get stuck on spiritual concepts and to forget that we're physically present, that we came here to be in this physical body in this very moment. They call it the present because it's a gift. It's truly the only thing, the only moment that exists is the eternal now, which is now. And that's a big truth for light workers, is that sometimes you can get too caught up in these concepts. You can get too caught up in the future. You can get too caught up in the great awakening that's happening somewhere out there over the rainbow, that's happening, externally. Meanwhile, the great awakening is happening internally. That's the only way that we can truly shift. And that's the way that Gaia is shifting from the inside out. And truth be told, all this has already happened. It's already happened on the inside, and now we're just matching our vibration to that. So the truth about being a light worker that nobody tells you is that it can be lonely. You can get too caught up in the esoteric woo-woo stuff and not be present. It can take you out of the present moment if you're not mindful, if you're not aware of this. You can, you might feel like a loner. People might think you're crazy because you're talking about stuff like light work. You're talking about raising your vibration. You're talking about Reiki. You're talking about massage therapy and healing arts and natural therapeutics. And the truth about that is it can be hard sometimes to be the way shower. It can be hard sometimes to feel like you're the only one who doesn't get to have a hard time. You feel like maybe people come to you all the time and you're supposed to be the strong one, but maybe for once in a while you want people to hold space for you. And as a light worker, you may be holding space for a lot of people. What I mean by that is that you may be giving to a lot to people. You may be the strong one in your family. You may be the resilient one of your peer group. And people, like I said, might be coming to you. They might be taking your energy, and you may feel that because you're empathic, and that leaves you feeling drained, feeling like you're giving all the time and other people are taking. So that's really the truth about being a light worker, is it's not easy, but you came here for a purpose. You came here for a mission, and part of that may be to anchor in the rainbow light frequency. If you're an LGBTQ plus member, non-binary, or an ally of one of those groups, or if you're a starseed with ADHD, autism, or some sort of special ability, or an ally of these. So in truth, we're all either light workers, starseeds. They're all kind of a similar concept. So again, the truth of being a light worker that no one tells you is that it's not easy, that sometimes you just want to be in your own space. Sometimes you don't feel like doing anything. Sometimes you need to recharge. Sometimes you may get too caught up in the esoteric and the future and out of your body. Meanwhile, you need to be centered and grounded. You can only grow as high and tall and connect spiritually as your roots are deep. So you need to grow both ways, up into the cosmos and root down as deep as you can into the earth. So again, the truth about being a light worker, which is somebody that emits a frequency of light of the sixth dimension and beyond, is it's challenging and it's also amazing. You're so lucky to be here. We're so lucky to be here and being on this journey, and like I said, emitting the healing frequency, emitting the healing energy. You need to give to yourself too. You need to send love to you, hold space for yourself, do stuff to nurture and love yourself. So again, the truth is that it's awesome and it's intense. So smash that thumbs up button, subscribe. I'm a little bit tired today myself. I've had an intense weekend. I did some seminars, did some healing work of my own. So, again, give yourself time to rest, give yourself some time to recuperate. And again, you're a light worker, you're a starseed. You clicked on this video for a reason. I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.